Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to this I can't pronounce the the T, that's at the end of numbers. Stop doing that. Stop adding at the end of numbers. The 8th episode of the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. If you say the 8th episode of Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, it's you can pronounce it better. That's how it works. Okay. Now that we're here, okay, it's gonna be a hard one. Did I destroy the old guard already? I did. Which means I have a lot of power that we are gonna use immediately. I'm thinking a little. I am going with water again. Because the last episode, yeah, she came with what with. It's hard to have some water right now. Giant Monk's waterfall. And like if I want to use that as water, it's supposed to have so much water, it's gonna be hard. Like I'm supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 water. I can't have that much water in one go without destroying other cards. I don't want to use anything. That's what the problem is. I want to use water with that one. I don't have enough water with that one. You have to destroy other cards to have more water. I could totally just, you know, use this much. If I were to dispel this one, I will get back some water, but how much? This one will give me a lot of water. This is the problem with cards. Water is always the more interesting, I find, of all the cards. I'm thinking. What should I do? What? Maybe I could use some air. Yes, paras. What is interesting with air is more. This one. I think it's this one that Helena gave me. No, it's another. But it's a strong card, so it is mostly fire, earth, and water. Silent Survivor, the Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow. So named because those in the congregation took a vow of silence as a form of penance. My hair be just in front of my eyes. So that's what makes the avatar blink a lot. And Now I need more. What should I use? I doesn't matter what. I can take that. How much? I need more hair. Yeah, let's go with the magical post office. Magic forest realm inside the folds of time, only accessible by witches' familiars. Magical post office is the quickest way to send letters and parcel to one witch dominion to another. Witches favor this method of communication because there is no way to tamper with it. Okay, that makes 3 air. That I should be able to use like 2 more hair. Kinda harsh too. You know, work on something. Sometimes you just wanna zoom out or zoom in and you can't. Frustrating. I found this very frustrating, to be honest. No. Ah. Sorry for the French. I don't think I know what I'm doing right now. I just want one more stone card to my deck. Vox Populi. The magical post office controls the flux of information, unwavering faith. The dark matter arrow can't be touched but will be hard. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. Guide, discovery, leadership, purpose, temptation, predestination, luck. It's okay. It's a good card to have. I just want to do more, but what should I do? What should I do? Maybe some else. What is the fallen arrow? I like it. part of us. Already have us. We could just balance it a little. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know recently. I'm content with my deck, and that's the problem. What to do? I have to get the achievement with all cards. So I want to do a good deck. I'm gonna have to do some calculation, I think. Should I do the trial and retry and... Nah, it's boring. I will do the trial and retry screen. And this time I will not everything. So expect the cards to change by the end of next session or something. I'm sorry about that. I will work my ass to get as much cards as possible. Just to check everything. Okay. I think study we have finished last time. Let's just read some dirty fiction before going to the next chapter. The Curtain by Elena Cortez Alonso. The unrattling of the caravan wakes you up suddenly, and you realize that you're almost there. You feel the urge to lean out of the window, but you stop yourself. You already know the village you're visiting next. You have been there dozens of times. You have spent decades touring with theater company all over the country, obsessed with taking art to those corners to the great ones never reach. Maybe I should give myself some water. But when you get to the village, the air tastes different. The facade of the dusty little houses seems strange and disconcerting. And like on other occasions, no one's come to greet you. Something's off. Maybe the mayor knows something. You've known her for a long time and she has always treated you as if you were family. What's the matter? It's freezing cold, isn't it? The company costume designer asks. You sense that your people are feeling uneasy, and you try to calm them down so that the worry doesn't overtake them completely. I'm going to the town hall. I'm sure it's alright, you reply. On the way to the town hall, you come across figures absorbed by their work, who looks at you in silence as you pass by. You recognize their faces from the occasions, but there is something different about them, something that makes them unfamiliar. Absolutely no one greets you back. And worst of all, worst of all, and rather sinister detail, no one smiles. When you arrive at the town hall, you find the door to the mayor's office open. You decide to enter. She barely looks at you when she says indifferently, "What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out on the street with the rest of the artists?" Inform her politely that your team is ready to perform. You try to ignore her disdain and inform her that you have arrived and the show will be at 5 o'clock as usual. She dismisses you with an expressionless face, and in your stomach, you start to feel the urge to make use of your gift. You hold back. Years ago, you swore to yourself that you would never use it again. That your merits will always be your own, not those of a supernatural force. And that's why you created the theater company, to show that you could make people feel good without artifice. You return to the place where you parked and everyone is waiting with suitcase full of costume and set pieces. You get sense their concern and worry, but you want them to be focused for tonight. Is everything okay? What's wrong? Your assistant director asks. Let's lie. Yes, everything is great. The mayor can't wait to see what we've brought this season, you say, possessing a not very convincing smile. They've known you for too long and no one believes a word of what you say. They suggest that perhaps it will be better to leave, but you refuse. It seems that the village is not at its best, but everything will be fine, don't worry. You acknowledge in a calming voice, trying to not upset them further. They are not entirely convinced by your words, but they trust you because you are family. Everyone goes off to prepare their roles and you can't help but remain pensive, repeating to yourself over and over that something is not right. It would be so easy if you use your gift. No, you shouldn't. You should go back to your caravan and review your notes before rehearsing the more complicated scenes with the team. Dusk falls, and it is time for the show to begin. People from the village begin to drop by, enter on the stage, choosing where to sit. Again, those were not features of inexpressive looks, full of emptiness. What happened to them? Should you fear for yourself and your family? Perhaps it would be better to suspend the show and leave as soon as possible from this remote corner of the world that seems to be cursed. Certainty starts to get impatient, as some people on your team can't hide their fear. It's showtime, and you have to decide. And yeah, the show must go on. Something is not right, but together you've always been strong. And you are sure that the show will break through the hostile mode. Hostile or hostile? 1 second. I think it's more like hostile. 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 Oh, it's hard to pronounce. Fuck you. I don't think to ask of English people. Stop having a word so hard to pronounce. Hostile. Hostile. The audience irritated, murmurs drop in volume as the spotlights come on and the curtains finally opens, kicking off the show. You listen to the actor interpreting the first lines of the script as you try to calm the accelerated pounding between the walls of your chest. You take a breath and repeat to yourself that art doesn't always have to be well received. There are times when it must be fought for, like everything else in life. But suddenly, the music stops dead in its tracks and pulls you out of your thoughts. You peek through, hidden behind the thick curtain. You see that some villagers have approached the boards, and they look at the team from below in a disturbing way. At first you are paralyzed, but you manage to tell the supervisor to move on with the show. And so they do. However, the atmosphere becomes too tense when someone throws an object on stage. And it's one of the actresses who turns pale with the impact. Okay, enough. Now you have done it. You shot his heart throughout the village, and the villagers remain silent when they see you appear on stage. You feel that everything is shaking inside you, but you don't want to feel it to show. It's time for you to keep calm. Why are you reacting like this to people who just want to make your life a little nicer through theater? You project your voice so everyone can hear you. Your question is not well received. The grey faces from the audience burst into uncontrolled screams. You feel like they want to annihilate you. Blah, 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 blah. The mood keeps getting more violent and everything starts to spin. It's too much pressure, and in the beacon of light you could fix it and come out of it all unscathed. Your company look at you, mute, not comprehending and fearing you may not leave this town. No. They choose to fight first. I don't care. You promise yourself you wouldn't resort to this, but you use your gift. You close your eyes and all the noise fades away. You promise yourself you will never use it again, but this time you have no choice. Applause suddenly bursts into your ears and you notice the beaming smile of the audience watching you. For a moment, you forget about your company and greet it with delicacy, savoring what you have just had. But that night in your bed, something doesn't fit inside you. You think you did the right thing to protect your people, but was it really? Yes, it was. They attacked. You hardly sleep a wink when you hardly sleep a wink, and when you do get to sleep, you are invaded by nightmares. They will be with you for a long time. It's fine. One more interactive fiction. Okay. We can do fucking everything now. How can I go back? I got the achievement, by the way. One more achievement I didn't have that is now get. Only 3 remaining. I don't have enough powers right now. I just want to go away. I wasn't ready to read all this. We will skip through it, probably. I'm sorry, I just don't care about this. Okay, so that's why I chose this one. Okay. My precious shots are mine, and they will not be done again. They are mine alone. Okay, let's start the problematic part as a trans woman. Because, yeah, with my voice, I'm trans. And this is where I'm not sure. Yo, Fortuna, the newcomer I told you about is ready to meet you. She doesn't even have a familiar yet, so I'm contacting you on her behalf. Say the word and I'll bring her to your place. Dalia. Okay. It's gonna be okay. There is a happy ending to that. Fuck me, I look like shit. I don't know why I even bothered to go shopping if I don't feel like eating. I guess my future self will thank me when I get stoned tonight. Today is my birthday. I've gotten myself a cake or whatever. Put a candle on a hot dog or something. To be honest, that's... Why not? I do want to do myself some hot dog. I should prepare myself that. I want that now. I'm easy to influence. Will not unrelease the new game soon. It's been way too long since Untied Miami 3. Maybe I can start another run of Elden Ring too. I don't know why I even get up in the morning. Life doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't make any fucking sense. How does everyone else manage not to hate themselves? Yeah, I get you. I wish I was brave enough to drop out of uni. I don't even like computer science. God, I'd rather kill myself than go to work in an office. I'd rather not work at all. To be honest, I don't like computer science because I don't like working with a place full of males. Like, men everywhere. It sucks. It's very sucks. Like, you're here, you're a trans woman, and you're here in an environment full of men, and you're like the only woman of your team. Do you know how it feels? Like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like your transition is going great with that. That's why I'm quitting, by the way. Which is funny enough after. Like, I'm finishing these 5 years of studies just to quit. It feels weird. Yeah, I did my part, I think, as a... What's the name again? Block release student? Yeah, I did that. I don't know what I will have in the future. I just know there will be more time to record videos for now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what will happen. I'd rather not work at all. I wish there was a way to stop existing altogether. I get it too. I thought like that for a long time. I stopped at one point. Would my life be better if I had been born on Earth? Without universities, without corporations, just surviving on the old planet? Yeah, it would not have been better, trust me. I wonder if they had video games over there. They have. I hope those idiots don't ask me to hang out today for my birthday. I don't feel like seeing anyone. I get it too. I get it too so much. I feel like when you distrust like everything, like when you have been depressed before, like a big depression, not just like, oh yeah, I got depressed and that's been like 5 days, and I'm like, hey, you got depressed for 5 days, sorry, for years. When you're depressed for years, you do a lot of bad stuff. That's just what I'm going to say. But at the end, when you start to live again, what the fuck? Or you start to live for the first time in your life, you're like, what the fuck? How can I correct all the fucking mistakes I have done? And you can't. You can't. You can say sorry, it won't be enough. You can send money if you want, because you know, like at least to some people to have some materialism can help some people that don't have money. So yeah, maybe. I did some things like buy out some food to some people because it's the only way I know to apologize a little. I don't know if the apology doesn't serve a purpose, but I know food. Yeah. With people you didn't hurt a lot. It works. People you hurt a lot, the best thing you can do is to stay out of their lives and hope they're happy. And if one day, for one fucking reason, you can help them again, well, help them again. Help them truly. Yeah, you better do it and then cut yourself off once again. Because they don't want you in their lives anymore. You help, and then you get the fuck out. Because it's not your place to help more than that. Anyway, fuck, I forgot the toilet paper. Surprise! Come on, guys! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear dead name! Ta-ta-ta! I can't do a good songs with my voice right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Woo! There us. There is us. Happy birthday! Did we surprise you? Ha ha ha! Ha! Come on, make a wish. I wish. Don't say it out loud or it won't come true. Okay. In that case. Yeah. Welcome, I'm Fortuna. Nice to meet you. What's your name? I don't know. Okay, oh, that's fine. I guess you're still figuring things out. Yes. First, I need to come to terms with being in that outer space and having become a witch. That's right, you're a witch now, girl. How do you know I'm a woman? Only women can become witches, so there's no doubt about it. Yeah, it's kinda help a lot, right? Everyone seems to be clearer than me on everything. I haven't even had the chance to get out of the closet to myself. But everyone here keeps addressing me as a woman. Oh, I'm sorry, would you rather have me switch back to masculine pronouns? Hell no. I'm sorry. I'm just angry it didn't all happen on my terms. I agree. Fucking agree with that. It's better when you're still in control. I didn't like it when people I told other people I was friends, like, fuck. You know, if I want to tell you I'm friends, for most people I've said, I waited for my hormones to be good enough, and then one day I was like in full femme mode because the hormones did their jobs and did their job. And I was like, hello. Yeah, all the change you have seen, now that I can emphasize on it, full femme mode, you see them. They had the questions, like, that it wasn't my term, but some people, they have known without my consent that it was not good. So, some stuff didn't happen the way I want. So I get it. Well, you have an eternity ahead of you to enjoy your true self. I guess I should be celebrating. But I can't stick picture myself out of this ugly beard and hoodie. I believe I can help with that if you'd like. What do you have in mind, some kind of glow up? Yeah, it's gonna be a glow up. You'll be the one doing the transition. I just offer some guidance. It's not very different from what all of us witches had to go through. None of us ascended in these cool robes and hats. You're an engineer. I wouldn't even know where to begin with designing an outfit. It's all come to you, trust me. Shall we perform alright? I did it for my sister once. You can just relax. This is a pretty cool moment in a witch's life. I'm in your hands, whatever. First of all, I'm gonna summon a Fate Monster's disc to check out your chances of success for the ritual. Chances of success? Does it mean I can fail? Not really. It just means you'll take more time to figure out your witching identity. But it'll come to you in time. Great. Just try to enjoy it. Sure. What do I have to do? There are many ways to go about this. My favorite one is by making something. I'm going to interview you to try to find some elements that are fundamental to your essence. Then we'll put them into this teapot and brew a cathartic infusion. This sounds so surreal. Surreal? Surreal. That's so surreal. Surreal. And when I don't do any effort, it comes back to French like surreal. Surreal. Yeah, I'm not surprised I'm going back to French with stuff like that. Like, I have to think about my voice and then I have to think about my accent in English. And sometimes I just don't bother to have an accent. But sure, I'm game. It can be pretty delicious. A good friend of mine taught me this method and now I wouldn't go about it any other way. I'm kind of envious since this is something a witch can only taste before transitioning. Are you ready? Of course. Interview the shit out of me. Question. Yeah, the thing is, we are doing an infusion to help her, not to decide for her normally. I already know what she should be, so, but it felt the more natural. But I kinda don't like that we are choosing for someone. Even if when I was thinking stuff for myself, I wish someone would have told me sooner, you know? But every time someone tried to give me a hint, or would have said straight it to me, I would have been like, nah. Which is funny, in retrospect, that the person I have encouraged is the one who helped me in the end to get my shit together. Question, tell me about yourself. What to say about myself? What do you like to do? A bit of your background? Whatever you think is essential to your being. When I was about 10 years old, I saw a boar trample a friend to death during a school trip. That is oddly specific. It's the first thing that came to my mind, and I found myself thinking about it too often whenever my mind did that. A boar. Of course, let it flow. I like electronic music, video games, spicy food, western movies, and gardening. Oh, gardening can be a great asset for a witch. Well, I mostly grew marijuana and chili peppers. Is there pot in space? There is everything in the universe. But recreationally speaking, there was way better stuff you can get hold of now, being a witch and all. Nice, I could do with some of that. Sure, I'll set you up with a friend of mine. Did you do anything creative? Not really, maybe cooking? I love cooking, but too often I feel myself too depressed to cook anything at all. Well, you have all the time in the world now. Sure. So, did you find anything useful? That would be terrible. Let's just add the spicy food. Like, you grew chili peppers and you're doing some cooking, so... It sounds like it's more like what you want to do. Let's add spicy food. Oh. Is something the matter? Not at all, it surprised me, but as you said, I said it out loud, I felt a strong connection to it. You nailed it. Just so you know, I got everything right on the first time I tried with her. Because it was so obvious. And you know, as a fellow Dutchman, I just wanted to be like, nice. Joker, great. Now, question. What would you dream of doing as a witch? I don't know. What does a witch typically do? Eat children on cursed stones? Typical, no. Well, not typically. You can do whatever you want. Some of us take care of magical gardens, some others craft daggers, some others organize cosmic orgies. Myself, I dabble in divination. I don't know. I just want to have fun, make some to friendship, visit different places. I felt trapped for too long. I felt trapped for too long in my apartment. I want to be free. You can do all that outside of your occupation. You may be interested in. I don't know. I was preparing myself to become a computer engineer. I also enjoy growing stuff, so making potions. Or maybe an explorer. An excuse to visit a lot of cool places. To be honest, she already mentioned that she loved to do some gardening, so... But she wants to be free. You're a traveling merchant. Just so you know, if you want to visit places, I picture you as a traveling merchant witch. Traveling part suits fans. But I don't know if I have the charisma to become a merchant. You do. We witches all have charisma. I'd say one can't assemble without the necessary charisma. Comes with the package. Also trans women when they grow up, like the charisma is here, you know. Always. And that's why when you're meeting a lot of other trans femmes, she likes. How should I put it? Too much energies in one place? Once you find your true self, I'm sure you'll be radiant. I hope so. Alright. I think I can picture myself roaming the cosmos with my wares. Nice. Question. What would your SDL aesthetic be? It's an important question. Like, you're trying to reach your own type. There is a Kayla's artwork about that. Like, she looks like back herself and she's like, oh no, I've become my own type. Which is kind of funny because I think we all do. That'd be a valid plan. What should you else aesthetically? I don't have a single clue. Definitely not this. Use your instinct. Put out any keywords that may come to mind. I don't know what could be the opposite of this. I don't remember to say anything out loud, to be honest. I'm comfortable speaking so openly how I'd like to look. Fair. Take your time. Something's flashy? Sexy? Ah shit, what I'm saying. I get you, that's why I'm doing all these sports and all this makeup. I'm searching for clothes that fits me well. The makeup? Yeah, I can't do without my makeup. Also, you're gonna be lucky because normally, I will say something later. I feel like any look will be too big for me to feel. Oh no, trust me. Once you're here, you're here. I want to feel good about myself, but I also don't want to overdo it. Which is not capable of overdoing her looks. You met Dahlia, right? Fuck yes. But she's one hell of a woman. You're a hell of a woman too. I don't feel ready to own that. Yeah, I get you. Without the appearance to fit. You need the appearance first, and then you get, you can be yourself. Okay, how about? You know what? By the end of it, it's not something art or something exotic. You want to be powerful. Like, you say something flashy, something sexy. It's something that will make you confident in yourself, so something empowering. I love that. Do you really think I could pull it off? You don't? Okay, let's go with empowering then. Cool. Yeah, let's pour you a cup. So on that disc of yours aren't I as that old Ah! So the art on that disc of yours aren't as high as I'd like them to be. Unfortunate, I can still tap the top of my chest, because if I'm going down a little, I could get myself hurt. They are good enough. Feel the rest with your willpower. You can do this. Let's drink this. Cheers! Oh my goodness, you look amazing. And there we go. This is where I have some things to say. First, the visage is almost the same, which is good in itself because, yeah. Okay, let's hear myself. So I'm gonna complain a little. If you're a witch, and you can change your appearance and choose what you will look like, why should you look like only after you have only like if you have taken some hormones for like 2 or 3 years? And why should you look like you know, like for where the breasts are placed, it's mostly like how most women breasts are placed, because you made puberty did some damage, but if you are a witch, you could, you know, like having more chest in the center and choose the size and the shape if you want. Maybe that's what she shows, I don't know. So it's one form of transition, you know. Also, it's kind of like, yeah, 1 cent instead of 3 or instead of 2 or 3 years. Yeah, it's a lot. The village is almost the same. Yeah. Not laserization for not some. How do you say that in English? Laser hair removal, you know. There was not some lasering. I will go with lasering or laser hair removal. So she don't have to do this, which is great, because it takes to do. It takes time. That's why I'm using most of my makeup too, is to hide the shadow of the bird. Because, yeah, maybe I need it less and less. I need less and less makeup to hide this. But until I have done enough sense. So yeah. So my wish is most like, if you could choose, why did you choose to look like if you were 2 years after hormones, you know? You could have choose like something different. But I guess that's how, but at least it's representative, so in terms of shape and stuff. Oh, by the way, the glow up in the eyes, yeah, a study that is no proof because it's like a little study, but apparently you gain more glow up in the eyes when you come to male to female, and you lose some glow up in the eye when you come to male if you come to female to male. So yeah, take that into account. Not about only glow up sometimes, it's about little stuff. I don't know. Do I? Yes, you are stunning. Can't wait to get in front of a mirror, but I feel stunning myself, yes. I feel weightless. This is amazing, Fortuna, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations. Yeah, it's like a dream, like... One more day of not waking up as a woman the next day. Kinda also sad, or like... Why can't I just die and be reincarnated as a woman, or why can't I be isekai'd as a woman or something? What comes some the mega power just appear on Earth and it lets you choose your appearance at every point in time? Just... You can't get a trans woman without thinking like that. If you think like that, you might have some thinking to do. How can I ever repay you? Just become the best witch you can be. Enjoy it. You can count on it. You feel it now? You're calling? Hey. I am the Peppermint Cell. Look, that is so cool. What are your powers about? I don't know yet. Chuckhead. Big Chuckhead. Something spicy, that's for sure. I need to find a fitting name for this persona. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do from now on. So many questions, I'll be anxious and excited. Go to Starbucks and just put new names until you find one who fits. I can help you with that. I disagree. This is the part I don't like. You shouldn't choose the trans woman names for her. Or names? They are choosing them for us. It's a big part of who we are. And we are choosing who we are. My specialty is helping witches dealing with questions using my name. Odalia told me about that. I was kind of bummed when you decided to do some tea instead of letting me see your deck. So yes, please, I'd love to see your cards in action. It'll be my pleasure. I propose we look into what role you play in the Coven, so you can form a better picture of where to direct your training. Yeah, that's cool. And so, what do you say we look in the future to see what you'll call yourself, and so you can start using your name right away? Yes, please. I can't go by Untitled Witch Project forever. Nice. Anything else you want to ask while we are at it? I'm fine with just that. That needs some room for discovery. Very well. Now focus on this question while I shuffle my deck. Damn! Introspection crash power. Someone is lucky. Yearning, patient communication, peace power. I'm gonna use that for your work. It's fun. This is a problem. Like, no, she shouldn't be reduced as just a word. But I want her to be her true self. Your talents will grow exponentially in a very short amount of time, and you will even get to surpass some of the oldest witches. Alright, straight to the top. What's the matter? That's good, isn't it? Yes, of course it's good. But I'm a bit worried about how some witches will react towards your meteoric ascension. Why that? Jealousy is a widespread disease among witches. Jealousy. Some of us will be extremely happy to see you thrive. But I can picture a great number of witches getting salty about it. Whatever, haters gonna hate. That's how we see transphobes. I just hate transphobes because they have the powers to do some lobbying and influence politics. And then it's shitty for us. I hate them because they have the powers to do stuff. If not, they just would be funny people getting angry for no fucking reason at all. Like, why the fuck are you doing? Whatever, it's not gonna hate. But if I were to be as powerful as a witch, dang, I wouldn't care less. I wouldn't care less for a lot of people too. I would have so many people to protect. It would be unaware. The thing is that in a community as in or to work with, to protect and to work with. Okay, the thing is that as a community as intimate as ours, the help from the leaders can become a considerable nuisance. If this is something I should be worried about, can't we look at with another card? Absolutely. We look into how the cavern is going to react. Nice, thank you. Introspection, communication, peace, power. I got good card. Lead discovery, leadership, social constant of position, neck. It's gonna be spicy. That was a bad idea. Your rapid ascension will have as much resentment for the weak and the sore. Ah shit. Why does there always have to be people like that? I guess not even witches can escape the curse of emotion. Bah, I'll just stick to what I always done. I should have took the other card. Surround myself with people who love me and fuck the rest. Yeah. Feel like a real transformer. Right here. Real. How do you pronounce it? Real. There is no pronunciation in me. Ah no, because it's correct. It's a French. Give me the... Real. How to pronounce this fine. Seems like a plan. Yeah, right. Position crash power. Why should I bother? You're finally here. Iliana, Violet, Faye. Faye is don't know my name. Nova is Kaya, Katia. Violet is good, I like it. But that's the part I don't like why I am choosing a transhuman name. Nova? Nova is flashy. Kaya doesn't feel what Cassia had, no. Faye is totally like. But Nova, I like to Nova a lot. It fits as a witch in space, you know? Nova. You are Nova, the peppermint set. Wow, Nova. Sounds so alien to me. It feels like stealing a name from the identity that they base or something. Chocolate, but I like it a lot. I'll do my best to live up to this name. Thank you so much, Fortuna. You're welcome, Nova. That's a wrap. Maybe I've done a bad thing. How did you like my divination? Super cool. You've got great talent. So I'm not sure if I'll resort to it again anytime soon. There's something dreadful in becoming aware of life existence and knowing you can't escape it. Not that you're to blame, don't get me wrong. Factual, yeah, it can go that effect. I'm sure I'd lose it if I had talent like yours. So tempting and so scary at the same time. I'll stick to peppermints, to the peppermints. It can be maddening at times, yes. What are you planning to do now? Well, I wanted to introduce me to more people. No, I feel ready for it, thanks sweetheart. Happy to hear that. Please come and visit me anytime. I will. Goodbye. I'm tired. As I said, there is a big problem with that part of the game. But we are going to stop there. You know? And see you all next time. Oh yeah, take care if you said. Be careful. It's the end of summer, so... well, the end of August. I don't think I will finish in another episode. So maybe the series will continue September and October. I don't know. We'll see when will it end. Because it's like 1 hour per episode. So. But I guess see you next time. And I feel weird knowing this series is working more than other series on my channel. But also, I think right now I am at the top. I am the top of my voice training. Like, yeah, it's normal to be at the top of my voice training because every time I get better at it. Every day I get better at it. So yeah, my voice is more and more good. It's like that. There will be never a face reveal. You have to see me higher well to that to know that. Bye. Yeah, I was saying this about face reveal because like, yeah, I'm not gonna show you how everything can be more beautiful as a trans woman. It's up to you. Bye bye.